Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the first ever Exhausted Parent Coffee Then Run Club. All right, got my bluey cup here. Bandit Healer right here. All right, got the Cameron's houseplant. Chairs are still wet from the previous rain, so unlike yesterday, I don't want to get my clothes all wet. We got River outside here. She's running around getting the morning news. Yep, getting the morning news. Gotta smell everything. So what are you guys drinking today? So I'm putting this out in a short form content, but let me know if you guys want like the long form, or we can maybe even consider going live. I'm not sure how that would work though, because everybody's times are different. Previously, I didn't drink coffee before going running. It was usually afterwards. You guys got to be drinking coffee beforehand now. Maybe it'll be better. I found a not so wet spot. So last night we had quite a bit of rain here, a lot of weather activity, and there was a microburst in the area. Not here, but you know, we had some people that are close to us that got affected by that. So there's a lot of trees and branches and all kinds of things down on the ground. Later, my wife is going to go help out with that. Get ready for a camping trip, and have been staying up late, just organizing things and getting all the gear layout and everything. And I used to be excited about these kinds of things, and I still am. Just, you know, work and late nights and kid stuff, you know, you throw that on there. It makes going to Disney, well, actually, I'm going to scratch that. Disney World is its own level of stress. But I'm saying, like, you know, where the hotel and everything's all included, all set up. Where you got to bring everything for with camping. I know, once getting out there, it's going to be great. But, like, the days leading up to it are so busy, so busy. It is Thursday. It is Thursday. One more day. I think it's been just crazy busy at work. What about you guys? I'm seeing like more patients than usual, which is good, but man, it's it's a lot. So my wife got these cups. I want to say TJ Maxx. It was like a set of 4. We got Bandit and Chili and Bluey and Bingo, all in a little metal sleeve to slide them into. So that has a permanent place outside of our coffee maker. So there you go. See a deer coming down the road. Look at this. Here we go. What's that down below? Is that a rabbit? Interesting. Well, there you go. 5:54 a.m. Got a few more sips here, and then we're gonna rock and roll. Probably a 2-miler today. Just enough to wake up and come back in. It'll be 6 something, and I like to be out of the house before 7. My shift starts technically at 8 o'clock, but people are usually there way before then. So I don't like to be just coming in at the last second, even though that usually is what happens. Just because it happens that way doesn't mean I like it. All right, let's go get this run done, y'all. And we're back. All right, forget it. I'm gonna sit in the wet chair. Ooh, that is wet. So, miracles, I think. I really do think are happening here. So, we are getting ready for the camping trip, as I talked about. And one of those things includes sleeping bags. And we got some new sleeping bags. And the plan was to bring these to the trip. Well, we had a little outing the other day where, you know, my son and I, we needed our sleeping bags. So took those to wherever we went. And then on the way out, I thought that I had everything. And then got home and discovered yesterday, and we leave, you know, in less than a week, that I did not have like the little bag to put the sleeping bag into. And so we're packing and everything, and like, oh my gosh. So my wife, she has hers in her bag, and a separate thing, like these big sleeping bags don't fit into like the bag that came with the sleeping bag. I think there's some conspiracy against parents from the company, but whatever. And I'm like, hey, let's do like a laundry bag or something that's a little bit bigger. And she's like, no, not doing it. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, like, because I hadn't told her that I don't have my sleeping bag, you know. I can only imagine how that conversation would go. P.S. Spoiler alert, it would not go well. Anywho, I was gonna go back to the place that we thought that I had left it today after work, and just try to, you know, get this thing going. But you know, lo and behold, you know, out on our run, right in like the ditch in front of the house, here's the bag right here. It was just there. And remember, we had a lot of rain, a lot of wind last night, so you know, there's so many ways to explain how it got there, but I'm just gonna go with miracle. You know, we're just gonna go down with that. And then what else? Today, land fishing was the term that I came up with. River, during this time, she loves chasing the bunnies. And I think about land fishing because my dad and I, we used to go fishing, and there was like all these places in the water that Dad would swear up and down that fish would sleep and live and all that stuff. And sure enough, you know, you would catch one and boom, that would just verify what he said. Well, I think about the bunnies, and we go on our route that we always go on, and we can almost predict where the bunnies are going to be. In fact, she anticipates it. And sure enough, you come around the corner and there they are. Well, today she missed one. Like, I saw it and I was like getting ready for it. And so whenever I get ready for it, like, I kind of lean against like her little, you know, leash thing here, that guy right there, in anticipation of her, like, you know, just being a Springer Spaniel and just going for it. Well, she didn't. And like, I didn't too much overcompensate, but all of a sudden I'm like, you know, like leaning into the road and everything. But I thought it was funny. Saw a baby buck deer, had like the little antlers, and right next to the baby buck, or teenager, I don't know, when they get like those little fuzzy horns, is that like teenager? I don't know what that counts as deer years. And there was like a little baby deer. I don't know if that was a boy or girl that was like hanging out right with them. And I thought that was just super duper. River doesn't go for the deer. No. She does not veer for deer. She tries to ignore them. I don't know, maybe just had a rough experience. But the bunnies, oh yeah, those are her game. All right, everybody. Well, that was my first. I can't tell you the last time I ever had like a full cup of coffee and then ran right afterwards. I honestly thought that it would just be bouncing around in my stomach and cause all kinds of upset. But that is not what happened. In fact, it was quite nice. And I think the caffeine is kicking in. It's just a guess. So I know I said short format before, but I see that we're going over 4 minutes here in this little speech of mine. So this is actually going to wind up as long format. What do you guys prefer? Let me know. I'll try to make it snappy in the editing. But I also, you know, just want to get this. It's probably going to be like unpolished and not super duper edited. Just get it out there. All right, that's all I got. You guys have a wonderful Thursday. Thank you so much. Comment down below what kind of coffee you're drinking. What was your run today? You know, even if it was not coffee and not run, let's hear about it anyway. All right, guys, take care. See you later.